Hello, welcome to your 2017 forecast for the year ahead. I am especially excited about doing these yearly readings because I don't know how you feel, but personally, I love the potential that new beginnings hold, and I, for one, am really looking forward to starting 2017 as a fresh, clean slate. Yearly readings are actually my favorite to do. I feel they're especially helpful because they show us the bigger picture. Monthly, weekly, and even daily readings are fun, but sometimes we can't see the forest from the trees, so it's beneficial to zoom out and to see our lessons and themes for the year from a broader scope. This video is going to be significantly longer than the monthly readings because I will be doing 4 separate readings, so stay tuned. For the first reading, I will be doing a Zodiac wheel spread that will show me the 12 different houses or areas of your life being highlighted for the year. For the second, I will be pulling 12 cards for each month. For the third, I will be drawing oracle messages for love, money, and support. And for the last part, I will select your animal spirit guide that will be with you throughout the year. You may even want to refer back to this video in the future if that is helpful to you. So let's get started with your 2017 readings. All right, Pisces, for your Zodiac spread, I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Okay. Here it is. First house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th house. All right. Okay, Pisces. So this year I really see as being like a very important year to really connect with yourself, with your inner voice, to make sure that you hear your truth, listening to your wisdom. I feel like this is like a year of like deep bonding with your true self and discovering aspects of your personality that you may have forgotten about or have not yet discovered. This is what I'm getting intuitively with the High Priestess. She is a spiritual being. She's not religious, she's spiritual. She goes with the flow of the seasons. Okay, so she's very much in tune with nature, and this is also about rites of passage too, like important rites of passage, important milestones in your life. There could be an important milestone that you're reaching this year. Okay, when I see this as like the Four of Wands in the first house of self, which is your body, it's your appearance, and it's how you relate to the world. I see it as generally being like good vibes. I see you generally being happy this year. And I feel like that's pretty much all you need to know. Okay, we're done with your reading. No. I do also feel like you will be spending a lot of time at home or near home, like a homebody almost, or some sort of place that feels like home. Okay. Some of you could be spending a lot of time like at a spiritual center with like-minded people, but I do see like a celebration that's happening. I feel like sometime around March or April, like, okay, you might be having a birthday as well. So that month may be an important rite of passage for you this year, an important birthday. Okay. Anyway, I did want to actually look and see, just very quickly, where the majors are. So this minor arcana. Actually, there's really no majors to speak of except for the Fool. So yes, again, this rite of passage kind of keeps coming up. It's in the second house. Brand new beginnings when it comes to like the money that you make, you know, the possessions that you own. It's your house of values. And on a deeper level, it's, you know, what you value in your world is what you spend your money on, okay? And I'm seeing the Fool card here. He's packed up his bag. He has his possessions in him. I don't see like a lot of possessions in this bag. The most valuable things in life are not things that money can buy, obviously. We've heard that before, right? But you're going to be shown experiences this year which really verify that, which really show you that. All right. This is a year of new beginnings, fresh starts for you, Pisces. I see a lot of the two aces connected together, which also represent new things. Okay, so in your third house, you have a new thing, literally something tangible. In the third house of writing, speaking, communication, your immediate environment. Some of you may be working from home. I see like there's something to do with like your immediate environment, your neighborhood. It's a comfortable environment for you. Some of you may be moving and you're moving into like a smaller place, but it's like cozy and comfortable. Okay. I'm also seeing, since this is the third house of writing, speaking, communication, you're communicating what you want, or maybe getting some sort of money based upon what you're speaking about here. There's something in your hand here. A new valuable idea, a new valuable thought. Okay. Fourth house is saying is like maybe you're moving is because you have the ace here, which is again a brand new beginning, something fresh, something new here with your foundation, your home, your stability. Okay, so some of you may be, like I said, I feel like some of you are really like bonding with yourself spiritually this year. Some of you may detach from the world in a sense to really renew and establish a new like foundation with yourself in the world. This is also about clearing out the past as well. You're taking something into your own hands and you're creating it. You're actively starting something. You're actively initiating something in your fourth house here of home and family and stability. Some of you may be, see some of you having a son. Okay, family, new beginning, new family. I see this as male energy. And I also see like the family here. Maybe you're starting a family this year. Here's the birth card. I don't see the mother, but I do see a child. The Page of Swords is a male energy. So I see some of you maybe having a new addition to the family, or maybe a new sibling that comes in, a new male sibling. That's a possibility as well. Anyway, the Page of Swords is this child, right? And he's very curious. He's learning about the world. He's observing the world. And you, this is in your fifth house of children. Anything that you're creating, could be creating people, could be creating a project. It's a writing or speaking project. I see that there's a new beginning there. And I'm also seeing him being right across from this Queen of Wands. Or actually, no, he's not. I just kidding. He's across from the King of Pentacles. Either way, I see like the male and the female here, and then I see like a younger child here. Okay, so that's a potential. Yeah. Creatively speaking, I feel like a lot of you are going to be finding a lot of just enjoyment in simple pleasures as far as just having conversations. You know, not necessarily going out and like you're saving your money for something. Okay. You're being wise where you spend your money. And also you're thinking about new investments. You're thinking about, you know, new opportunities to make money. It's a creative idea. I don't see you putting it into motion at the beginning of the year, but we'll go ahead and see that in the next spread as well. So we'll see if this card comes back up or this one. All right, so the sixth house of your work is you're going to be speaking for a living. Day to day, you're going to be having conversations. The Queen of Swords is very verbal. She has wonderful ideas. She's very smart. She's intelligent. She's brilliant, really. She's been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. She has experience, okay? And she's standing across from this Queen of Wands. Okay. Some of you may be, you know, you facing off with this Queen of Wands. You're two very, I wouldn't say she's a bold personality and can be a severe or sharp personality, okay? She knows what she wants. She's more of a doer, she's more of a thinker. They're both extroverted energies, though. They're very social, both of them. So, you know, the Queen of Swords, you know, on your day-to-day basis, it looks like you're going to be the Queen of Swords this year. You have something important to say. All right. Also, the sixth house is the house of health. So I generally see this as, I'm seeing as like eyesight. Some of you may need to like think about getting glasses. I'm not exactly sure. Or contacts. The Queen of Swords, I don't see her really having any maladies other than maybe loneliness. How that affects your health, I don't know. But she's a free thinker. So I see like your mind is sharp as far as like on a, you know, you have mental clarity. She's also a good listener. Okay. Let's move beyond her. So I want to actually go back to these court cards. The 12th house is the house of loss. It's the house of letting go. It's the house of self-undoing. I see there's something about your personality that you may be changing. Since this is the house of self-undoing or removing from your life, I feel like this is maybe another person, okay? But I also see as like being an aspect of yourself where you're less social and more like pulled in energy, okay? So you may be spending a lot of time contemplating this year and less like out trying to be so active and make things happen, because you've made things happen. You've now had this new beginning, which I feel, you know, is sort of bleeding in from the last bit of 2016. You started something new and it's still new and fresh for 2017. But I do feel like you're going to be sort of like almost changing your personality in some sense. Like you're the day-to-day Queen of Swords and putting this Queen of Wands to rest. You care less about appearances and more so on like quality, you know, this year. You're focused more on the value, like the inner value of things and people, okay? Also, I see it as the 12th house of hidden things, right? Again, we sort of said it was letting go, whatnot. It's the 12th house of hidden enemies, all right? I just want to be clear that it's anything that we're not really aware of. So this could be an aspect of yourself that you're not aware of. It could be an aspect of yourself that you're fighting against, like the enemy within sort of aspect. Or it could be somebody else. If it's somebody else, this Queen of Wands, like, she's looking at the King of Pentacles, who's a friend. Could be a friend of yours. Um, she may be kind of wanting his attention in some way, and maybe you are close to this person. Maybe she's using you to get to him in some way. I don't exactly know, but there's some sort of interesting dynamic here between the swords energy and this couple up here. The King of Pentacles is a respectful person. He's responsible. He's not going to jump into anything. You know, honestly, I feel like if this is your man, I'm sorry. I have to say it. If this is your man and this woman like hits on him and you don't know about it, I don't feel like he's going to go after her. He has solid character, okay? I just want to say that. He's committed to the relationship. That's one aspect that I was seeing. So, may not apply to everybody. Yeah. Okay. But I do see, since he's in the 11th house of groups, friendships, your circle of friends, organization, something like that, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe there's somebody that you or are admiring in some way. You like the traits that he has as a person, and you're sort of evaluating. Maybe you've been talking to this person for quite some time now. You've sort of been observing him for a while, and I feel like there's respect for him. Okay. This card is a little bit worrisome to me. Nobody likes this card. I'm going to say that. This is emotional loss. Oftentimes it's a loss of a partner. Some of you may have lost a friend or will be losing a friend this year, sorry to say, over a guy. That's one case. Second case is that you're just not as interested in other people this year. You're more focused on yourself, and it feels like you and your family are the most important thing this year. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so I'm just seeing there's a lack of interest here. Maybe you're feeling there's not a lot of hope for your relationships this year. There's some sort of grievance that's happening here where you're like upset. You're looking at what was. You're not seeing the potential. And if you're the Queen of Swords on the day-to-day basis, yeah, maybe, if you're not partnered with somebody, it just looks like maybe some of you are just getting used to being single. And you may not be fully happy with the options that you've had. Maybe you're just not putting yourself out there anymore as well. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for this. So the 8th house is your fears. It's also the house of intimacy. So anything that you intimately share with other people could be money or, physical intimacy. It's the house of sex, death, and taxes. Okay, shared grievances as well. You're looking over this like stockpile of stuff. I see this as like skeletons in the closet as well. It's the 8th house of your subconscious and the unknown. I feel like it's very important for you this year to be the High Priestess, to really go in. I need you to meditate. I really feel like if you're going to be the High Priestess, you need to tap into what your inner voice is really saying, because there's a lot there that you need to sort through, and this is the year to maybe do that introspective work. And, not distracting yourself with social engagements, so to speak. Okay. Again, like this house of like spirituality, house of philosophy, higher education, long distance travel, foreign affairs, higher court systems. It's also, religion and faith, right? You're going to be like spending time in a group of like with spiritual people, in a group here of like-minded people, friends, people that understand you, that have your back sort of thing, that they're there for you. Okay, they're spiritual friends. I saw this as being like a church or a spiritual center of some sort, or a meditation center or an ashram or something that everyone is getting sort of coming together for some sort of spiritual practice, and you're bonding with them. And that's maybe where this King of Pentacles is coming up, because I'm seeing it's somewhere close to you. It's somewhere in your immediate environment. Here at the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning. It's something solid. It's something promising. A new person coming in. It's the King of Pentacles in your group, in your social circle. It's a spiritual social circle. You got another Pentacles here. Your fears are going to be coming up. They're going to be surfacing. And if you don't take the time to really evaluate all of this junk that's like stored away, that you've tucked away, that you've not wanted to deal with, some things are going to be coming up, just popping up one at a time for you. Okay. Some of you may be changing your mind about what you want to do in life. Again, I feel like this is like, it's your career, it's your purpose in life, it's your, status and what you want to achieve. There's some sort of ending here. Honestly, it looks a little ugly. But I am seeing that you've sort of surrendered to that. You've accepted it. You are going to be accepting it. Okay? And maybe because you're the Queen of Swords, you're just sort of over it. You're just sort of over all of the past and the pain and stuff like that. That's why you're tucking in. I see you being a little bit more hermit-like this year. You're at home. There's another woman there. And this woman is either a friend or a foe. And, it's very possible that you're just kind of wanting to take some time to just be in a place that makes you feel safe and secure. It's kind of time for that introspection. You can't do it if you're, out there in the world and exerting so much energy. Of course, you're going to have day jobs, right? But I see you just doing the work and just going home and spending time with yourself, doing things that are soothing and healing to your soul. And if you're not at home, I see you in some sort of spiritual community. Okay? All right. So I wanted to go ahead and pull a planet card from the Karma Cards deck to see what planetary energy you're most closely working with this year, most closely related to this year. The Sun. Interesting. I'm not reading this as like, well, I see it as the sun in the sky, yes, but I was also saying like a sun. An actual person being a sun. Maybe that's your focus, if you have a sun. Some of you may be having a sun this year. Okay, enough of that. So the Sun is about creation, gaining respect, and things brought to life or brought to light. But this is a more like, it's more internal to me. You're going to be shining a light on like the internal self. I hope that doesn't sound too cheesy. So how this is going to really behave, how the Sun is going to behave, this planetary energy, will be determined by this card that I draw on this sign in Aries. Okay, yourself. You're shining the light inside of yourself. Okay, so Aries is about the first house, right? It's ruled by this natural rulership of the first house is Aries, okay? And I saw this as being the most joyous time, the most secure time. The wand here that I'm seeing is in the fourth house of the home. The first house, the ace, is in the four, there's four here. There's a home here. So there's some sort of mutual exchange that I'm seeing. The only other wand that I'm seeing is the Queen of Wands. And I was seeing it was like an aspect of yourself as well that's sort of hiding out this year. For some reason, you're not being as public. You're not being as seen by the world. And it's for that purpose of really going inside. So I see the wands as being an aspect of you. Okay. So yes, you're focused on yourself, but it's like your inner self. And this is really sort of reiterating what I was seeing, what I was feeling for you this year. So let's go ahead and pull a house card, sort of verify the importance or the focus for you, Pisces. Third house. Okay. Third house. Some of you, I see, you know, this is in your environment. It's a new person that you're bringing into your home, or a new person that you're bringing into your environment, or a new person that you're meeting in your environment. It's also, you know, maybe you're working from home and you're writing or speaking or doing YouTube. Yeah, so the third house is making the right connections, the idea in question, and getting your ideas going. So you're going to realize important things this year if you take the time to just be still and be quiet and listen to what your soul is wanting to say to you. It's an important message coming through here. All right, so I'm going to pull from this playing cards just to sort of confirm what I'm seeing here for your reading. Here, nope. Here it is. Ninth house. Faith. Ninth house. Faith. Queen of Pentacles. I don't see the Queen of Pentacles, but I do see the King of Pentacles, and I see the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. This is obviously the ninth house. You're either going to be at home with healing, or you're going to be in a spiritual center for healing this year. The Queen of Pentacles is also a mother, so some of you could be having a child. I'm inclined to put her up here. Either way, you have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So there's different aspects of your personality here. I do see a transition of how you're choosing to express yourself. There is some sort of change that's happening on a fundamental level. You're shedding off old stuff, okay? Your desires are different this year. What you want out of life is different. Some of you may not want a partnership this year. Okay. The second house here is the Fool, and I'm seeing this as being the second house. New opportunities to make money as well, but I feel like it's not, you know, I feel like you might be changing careers, changing jobs. Something completely new that you're doing. You have the skill set, you're bringing the skill set with you, but you're packing your bags going somewhere else. All right. I'm going to be pulling 12 cards, one card for each month, to give me a timeline and show me the energies, how they're going to play out. Okay, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All right, there's the Queen of Pentacles. We saw her come up in the playing cards. I don't see the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Wands here. All right. So the beginning in January here, I feel like you're a little bit feeling like you're lacking in inspiration almost. I see that there's an offer being given to you and you're not really either looking at it or wanting to see it, or you're just not in a place where you're really enjoying, what's being offered to you, okay? I feel like you're a little bit discontented here. The Three of Cups is, they're empty in front of you and you're looking at what was and not seeing the new thing coming in. Maybe it's too soon for the new thing to come in, and it's just like not, you need time to sort of process this still, okay? I see that as being an option. And I also see, you're sort of leaning against the tree. I see you wrapped up in a blanket and you're at home. You're leaning on your family for support. And there's some sort of offer right there, but you're either not accepting it, so you're rejecting it, or you're just not seeing it, or you just don't think it's the greatest offer. Okay, so there's something with that energy here in January for you. In February, I see a little bit more like there's some more inaction here. So I was seeing this as being like a meditative year. This would be a month to meditate, right? So you're getting some sort of enlightenment now. I do see like you kind of just hanging out at home a lot for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not saying that you're not going to leave your house or anything, but you feel comfortable in your environment. Like I said, some of you may have moved like at the end of 2016 or beginning of, well, I don't really see that here. I see maybe some of you may have moved and you're just hanging out at home. That could be a possibility, but you're comfortable there. And I see also you needing to sort of be open to accepting other possibilities that come in here in February. If it wasn't what you wanted, you need to sort of have a different perspective on things as well. I'm really just getting like this is all about like having like a positive attitude, okay? So that you can get to this point. In March, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving forward, okay? So if you felt a little bit stuck, you felt a little bit like things were moving very slowly to start the month off with, they're going to start rolling here. So you're going to start having people come in. There's going to be another opportunity that you're going to like much more come April. And I think it's good that you wait. I think it's good that you wait because whatever opportunity comes in here in January, it could be a little flaky, could be a little whimsical. I don't know. It's a little flimsy. It's not solid. It's not steady. So you're kind of hanging out for something better. And I think that was a good choice because here in March, things start moving forward again energetically around you. And it's an easier energy for you to go with the flow with. So things are starting to roll forward. Things are starting to move forward for you. And here comes the opportunity that you were really wanting and looking for. And you have it here, okay? This could be the new job that's coming in. I see that as well. Some of you may be looking at jobs, not really liking what you're seeing. And there's something that's offered and you're like, I guess, but it's not really what you want. Hang out for another month. I see an opportunity coming here in March and it's like you're going to be taking it, okay? And you might just get the job. Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to feel like you've made some sort of small success here. So, and you're going to be very happy here. Some of you also, there could be, this is the card of the mother. So again, if some of you are having children, okay, see that coming around this time, either here or here. I also see, you taking care of your environment, you being very comfortable at home. There's some sort of thing that you're starting at home Because the Queen of Pentacles likes her surroundings. She likes familiarity, okay? And, you know, maybe if you're changing jobs, I feel like it's like you need a sense of familiarity. So that's maybe why you're spending more time at home. Okay, there's that. But you're also looking over your finances. You're looking at new opportunities that come in here. You're sort of nurturing yourself, caring for yourself on a physical level as well. I see you being very gentle with your body. So making sure that you do things that aren't extreme. So, you know, a healthy diet, enough sleep, maybe getting massages or something like that that's like caring for yourself. It's also caring for other people around you, sure. June. Okay. I don't know particularly how this is going to play out for you, but this isn't an honest energy. This is a little bit of trickery, and it's behind your back. It's behind you. There's something going on where it's like behind you. So maybe it's something that someone says behind your back. This could be the Queen of Wands. Maybe you thought she was a friend, or maybe she's like, you know, using you or whatever to get to the group. Again, I was kind of seeing that. Or the guy in the group. I don't fully know, but this is not a forthright, honest energy. This person is not transparent. So just sort of keep in mind in June, okay, there could be a person that you need to sort of watch. Okay? All right. I feel like it's like, since I see like a neighborhood here, I also feel like it's like, this is really odd. And I don't necessarily like putting that suggestion out there, but it could be some like buddy like stealing from cars, or just like, you know, I don't know what that is, but I see like the group here and someone sort of sneaking off with something. So we're just gonna not put too much more emphasis on that and move on. In July, the Page of Swords, okay, so there's the Spy card as well. So whatever happens here is going to come to light, trust that. So whether this is like, you know, a nanny cam, if you have a babysitter or something, maybe someone's stealing from you if you have, I don't know what the situation is, but this is the Spy card. It's silently observing this person who thinks that they're getting away with something, but you're full well know that they're not. Okay? That's one instance. Another, I did see the Page of Swords being in the 5th house of romance and children. Again, the sun energy, if you're having a son. Maybe this is you not having time to really spend with the group anymore, or someone's being neglected because you're putting your energy into this. I don't fully know, but I'm kind of just seeing some circumstances. You could also be having like a great idea that you put into motion here, since it's under the Wheel of Fortune, and you're sort of looking at what other people may have done wrong and what you can improve on, you know, make it better in some way, okay, and you're communicating that. All right. August, you have the 10 of Cups, which is like joy, happiness, contentment. Here I see you really feeling like, again, this is like home, family, things that make you feel secure in the world. This new opportunity that came in is like really the thing that you wanted and the thing that you needed, and see you being very grateful for it. There's a lot of joy, and there's like, you're sharing the wealth, whether it's like physical, like money, or you're just sharing the wealth by being optimistic and like spreading positivity to those around you. I see you encouraging people. This is also the spiritual community that I was seeing. Yes, spiritual community. You have the High Priestess down here. So August, September, I see you really going within, okay? Soul searching on some level with the support of the group. Some of you may be joining like a meditation group or a yoga group or something like that. An art group. They're creative people. Any sort of thing where you're expressing yourself here. The High Priestess is like depth and wisdom, and really, again, tapping into that, you know, your inner voice, your inner truth, all of that stuff. Learning something esoteric as well. All right, and also here's the Sun, right? So this came out with the Karma cards. We had the Sun and Aries in the, was it the 9th house? 5th house? I don't remember. But I remember the Sun in Aries, which is like you focusing on, you shining the light on yourself. Really being willing to look at your desires, your hopes, that sort of thing, okay? And I feel like, I also feel this is like a new beginning for you, where you're tapping into some sort of ability that you didn't really know that you had. It's exciting. It's very exciting. Okay, so then in November, there's some sort of karmic lesson to be had here. So this is karmic relationship here with the Emperor. So I see this as worry, yes. See it as fear a little bit, okay. There's some hard lesson that you have to learn with somebody for your soul's growth here. And you guys are going to it together. It's just like the two of you out here in the snow. Maybe you leave the spiritual group because there's the church on the inside and you're like bypassing it, bypassing the help that's available to you, bypassing the support that's available to you because you want to do it on your own, possibly, or with this other person. Okay, in December, I see the husband, I see the father, I see your father, I see a boss, I see anyone who's in authority that is like of a male patriarchal sort of figure, okay? It's the established rules, it's the established order, it's the way things are, these are the rules. I'm also seeing Aries here, which is leadership. Okay. This guy makes the rules. It is December by this point, which seems like so far away from now, since we're still in December now. So a whole year from now, we'll be back celebrating Christmas again with our families. Hopefully, maybe for some of us, most of us, I don't know. But I do see that there is like, a man here that's going to be very significant in December, however that plays out for you. The Chariot is about success, and I see it as being like a personal victory that you have overcome this year, or you will be overcoming. You're going to be showing yourself how motivated you are to actually achieve your goals. I see that some of you are really going to have to put yourself out there, but I feel like you're stepping up in the world. So if you do leave your job in some sense, I see you getting a better one, okay? And making the right decision. It's like you know when to turn left, you know when to turn right, you know when to stop, you know when to move forward. You're listening to yourself and you're guiding yourself forward, and you feel a lot more balanced this year. It's like you've got the two wheels on the car and they're like spinning, and they're spinning together, and one's not going one way and one's not going the other way. It's like they're balanced. You're steadily making progress forward is I guess is how I want to say that. Okay. All right, so for the oracle cards, I'm going to be pulling these on love. I'm going to be pulling this on money and abundance, and this on luck and support. So who has your back, who is supporting you, the cosmic support, angelic support from the Angels of Light, Cards of Clarity Oracle deck. This is also what energy that you can call on this year, Pisces. Manifesting angel. angel of manifesting has come to aid you in creating the life you desire. Be clear about what you are requesting without directing the angel's actions. Make your appeal and trust that angelic help is assisting you to create a positive outcome. God's wish for you is peace, love, and joy. Create it with this assistance. All right, so for this card, this is going to be on like how you can attract riches, abundance, wealth, prosperity into your life. A thought that you can have or something that you can say, some sort of mantra for the year. Okay, come on. Pisces, show me the card for Pisces. Grounding. I center and ground myself despite emotional upset around me. Also having attitude is everything this year. Alright, so I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels Oracle Cards deck. Give you a message on love. This one feels like this one. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I'm going to go ahead and read the book on this one to give you an additional supplementary message here. Extra. Okay, so it says, the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card is saying that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it's already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. And it then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. Those would be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests. Okay, so I wanted to pull a card from the Lover's Oracle. People seem to really like these when I used them for the last videos in December, or I think it was, could have possibly been Thanksgiving. So I wanted to use them again. I'm having a hard time getting a clear card coming up here for you. So show me the card for Pisces, please. Okay, it says, within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself. then I strive to be lost again. I'm going to be selecting a medicine card from Medicine Cards deck to show me the animal spirit guide that's going to be with Pisces. So it says Jaguar, and I don't have these memorized, so I'm going to read from the book. So we're going to have a little story time. All right, Jaguar says integrity and impeccability. Sacred Jaguar, teach me to wear my power lightly, to walk with impeccability, to approach life with compassion, and to live up to the integrity of my human potential. Since the death of Sky God, the god-like being who had come from the stars and led the Maya to prosperity and a golden era of spiritual understanding, his teachings of love, integrity, impeccability, and the power of a compassionate heart had been perverted. The distortion of his Jaguar teachings had degenerated to where the priests were sacrificing human beings, foolishly cutting out the victim's heart to reclaim the power of the golden days of the empire. Forgotten was the authentic power of the honorable and loving heart in Sky God's teachings. The great Jaguar spirit, who was Sky God's totem, roamed the dreams of Maya looking for any dishonorable behavior. Misdeeds and abuses of power had diminished the spirit of the Maya and needed to be sacrificed for the survival of the people. The priests, who had abused the authority and power bestowed on them, quaked in fear, knowing the day of reckoning had come. Jaguar brought injustice by stalking their dreams and devouring their flagrantly dishonorable and greedy misdeeds. Jaguar medicine is integrity and impeccability. Its mission is to devour the unclean aspects of human behavior. Jaguar teaches us the penalties of inappropriate behavior and offers the rewards of good medicine to those who stand in their personal integrity and walk through life in an impeccable manner. If Jaguar is roaming through your reality dream today, its primal roar may be rewarding you for maintaining your integrity in some situation where you could have easily misused your authority. You may have been unwilling to pass judgment on another or be self-serving. Were you especially kind to someone or do a good deed that was unexpected? If so, allow the recognition to fill you with feelings of well-being and continue to serve with compassion and open-hearted integrity. Do not falter in your resolve to be your personal best at all times. Maintain your dignity, devotion, and compassion, holding to forthrightness and honesty, no matter what the contrary influences. Do not feed any self-important need to be an enlightened one, treating others in a self-righteous manner. If Jaguar medicine teaches you that personal integrity allows for mistakes, embrace forgiveness and humbly make self-directed corrections, allowing a rebalanced spirit to triumph once again. Jaguar reminds us, become impeccable, use integrity, and you will thrive.